Your dining room is packed every Friday night. Your reviews are solid. Your P&L shows a profit. So why does your bank account always feel like it's one bad week away from disaster? If that question just hit a little too close to home, stay with me. Because what you're dealing with is not a revenue problem, it's a cash flow problem. And in 2026, it is quietly closing restaurants that look perfectly healthy from the outside. I'm going to give you 7 proven restaurant cash flow strategies right now that will help you stop the bleed, protect your margins, and take back control of your money. My name is Matthew Coblin. I am the founder and lead developer of HubPlate.app, the future of restaurant management and POS systems. Let's get into it, guys. Welcome back. If you're new here, this channel is built for restaurant operators who want real data-backed strategies. Not theory, not fluff, just what actually works on the floor and on the books. Today we're talking about restaurant cash flow management, one of the most misunderstood topics in this entire industry. And before we get into these 7 strategies, I need to make sure we're aligned on one critical distinction, because everything else builds on it. Profit and cash flow are not the same thing. Your P&L can show a gain while your bank account runs dry, and in 2026, with food costs running more than 35% above pre-pandemic levels, and third-party platforms taking up to 35% per order in commissions, that gap between profit on paper and cash in the bank has never been more dangerous. The National Restaurant Association's 2026 State of the Industry report confirmed that 42% of operators reported their restaurant was not profitable in 2025. Not 42% of struggling restaurants, 42% across the industry. Many of those operators had full dining rooms. So let's fix that. 7 strategies, let's go. Strategy 1, switch from monthly to daily cash awareness. The single highest impact zero cost change you can make today. Most operators rely on monthly P&L reports from their bookkeeper. The problem is that monthly data tells you about last month. By the time that report lands, whatever went wrong has already happened, and you've made 3 more weeks of decisions based on bad assumptions. The fix is daily awareness. Every morning before service, you need to know 3 numbers: yesterday's actual sales versus your forecast, your current bank balance, and what major payments, like supplier invoices, payroll, and rent, are hitting in the next 7 days. Your POS system should be surfacing this automatically. When your point of sale feeds real-time data into your back office, you have an accurate picture every single morning without any manual entry. That's data-driven restaurant management in its most practical form. 5 minutes every morning, that's all it takes. Do it for 30 days and you will never be blindsided by a cash shortfall again. Strategy 2, build a 13-week rolling cash flow forecast. Knowing today is essential. Knowing 90 days from now is what separates operators who plan from operators who panic. A 13-week rolling cash flow forecast maps your projected revenue, pulled from your POS historical data, against every major outflow: payroll dates, supplier terms, rent, utilities, quarterly taxes, insurance renewals. What this gives you is a preview of cash gaps weeks before they arrive. If your forecast shows a shortfall in week 7, you have time to run a gift card promotion, pull forward a catering deposit, negotiate a payment extension with the supplier, or tighten your ordering. If you only see that gap on day 1 of the crisis, those options disappear. This is not a complex accounting exercise. It's a simple, straightforward looking map of money in versus money out. Start with 12 months of POS sales history, identify your recurring slow periods, and lay your fixed cost on top. Update it weekly. The operators who survived COVID and came out stronger were almost universally doing this. Strategy 3. Attack the timing gaps in your cash cycle. Restaurant cash flow problems are often timing problems, not revenue problems. 3 gaps are draining operators right now in 2026. First, third-party delivery lag. Platforms pay you weekly or bi-weekly, long after you've already paid for the food and labor to fulfill those orders, and you're keeping 25 to 35% of every order before that check even arrives. Research shows that shifting just 20% of your delivery volume to a direct commission-free online ordering channel produces a noticeable improvement in monthly cash flow. Zero commission delivery isn't just a margin play, it's cash timing play. Second, credit card settlement delays. Card settlements take 2 to 3 business days. Map your settlement schedule against your weekly payment obligations and time your purchases accordingly. Third, supplier payment mismatches. Many operators are still on the same cash on demand or net 7 terms they negotiated when they first opened. If you have a strong payment history, you have leverage. Ask for net 30 or net 45 before you need it. That breathing room can be the difference between a smooth week and a crisis. Strategy 4. Use labor scheduling as a cash flow tool. Labor is your largest controllable cost and your most powerful cash flow lever. But most operators manage scheduling as a service problem. It needs to be managed as a financial one. Here's the data. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics and National Restaurant Association research, profitable full-service restaurants hold labor at 34.2% of sales. Restaurants reporting losses average 42.9%. On $2 million in annual revenue, that 2.3-point gap is $46,000 in cash every single year. AI-powered scheduling built on a real POS demand data closes that gap. When your schedules are built from what you actually sold on the same day last week, last month, and last year, rather than from memory and habit, you stop overstaffing slow nights and stop understaffing busy ones. Both outcomes drain your cash flow, just in different ways. This is restaurant labor cost percentage control at the operational level, and it starts with your data, not your gut. Strategy 5. Treat inventory as cash, not product. Every dollar sitting in your walk-in is a dollar that is not in your bank account. Overstocking feels like caution. It is actually a cash flow problem hiding in plain sight. Perishable inventory must be purchased before it generates revenue on short payment terms. And if it spoils before it sells, that cash is simply gone. Par level management fixes this. When your ordering is calibrated to actual usage patterns rather than what feels safe, you stop tying up cash in excess inventory and you reduce spoilage simultaneously. Weekly variance tracking. The gap between what your recipes say you should have used and what actually disappeared surfaces waste, portioning errors, and theft before they compound. The industry loses $162 billion annually to food waste. The majority of that loss starts with poor ordering discipline and inadequate restaurant inventory management visibility. Treat your walk-in like a financial instrument. Strategy 6. Use gift cards as a cash flow weapon. Most operators think of a restaurant gift card program as a marketing tool. The operators who are winning in 2026 know it is a cash flow tool first. When a guest buys a $100 gift card, you receive $100 in cash today for food you have not yet prepared, staff you have not yet scheduled, and overhead you have not yet incurred. That is an interest-free advance from your customer. And then consider the breakage. Industry research shows restaurant gift card breakage runs approximately 15 to 20%, meaning roughly $1 in $5 sold on a gift card never results in a redemption. That unredeemed balance becomes pure revenue with zero food costs, zero labor costs, and zero overhead attached to it. On top of that, gift card users consistently overspend. Studies show average overspend up to 59% above card value. They add drinks, dessert, and upgrades at the table. Run a targeted gift card promotion into a slow period and you pull future revenue into your current cash position exactly where you need it most. This is one of the highest return on investment moves in restaurant cash flow management, and most operators are leaving it completely untapped. Strategy 7. Eliminate the hidden tech tax on your cash flow. Here is one that almost nobody talks about, but it is costing operators thousands every year. The average independent restaurant operator runs 5 to 8 separate software platforms. A legacy POS, a third-party reservation system, a standalone scheduling app, a separate inventory tool, an online ordering integration, a payroll service, a loyalty platform. Each carries a monthly fee, some carry transaction fees, some carry hardware lease payments and early termination penalties, buried in contracts most operators have never reread. When you add it all up, most operators never do because the costs are fragmented across multiple line items, the real monthly technology bill comes to $500 to $1,500 a month or more before a single dollar of food has even been purchased. That is not infrastructure, that is a cash flow drain disguised as infrastructure. Flat rate POS pricing on a unified platform, one that consolidates your POS, KDS, scheduling, inventory, online ordering, loyalty, and analytics into a single monthly fee with zero transaction commissions eliminates that bleed permanently. The math is straightforward. If you're spending $800 a month on fragmented tools today and consolidate to $99 flat, you recover $700 per month. That's $8,400 per year, directly back into your cash position. 7 strategies: daily cash awareness, a 13-week rolling forecast, attack your timing gaps, schedule from data, lock down your inventory, activate gift cards, eliminate the tech tax. None of this requires a finance degree. All of it requires discipline and the right systems to make your data visible and actionable. If you want one platform that does all of this, real-time analytics, AI-powered scheduling, par-level inventory management, commission-free online ordering, a built-in gift card program, and flat-rate pricing with zero transaction fees, check out HubPlate at hubplate.app. It is built specifically for operators who are done letting money slip through the cracks. If this video helped you, hit like and subscribe. We put out practical data-backed content for restaurant operators every week, and drop your biggest cash flow challenge in the comments below. I read every single one. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one.